welcome back.
Welcome back, if that's the case.
Thank you for joining us today.
And if this is your first time joining us, we're glad you could do that. I am Sue.
I am Michael. And we are a close-knit family. It is Thursday, November 7th, 2019.
Almost forgot my line.
Stage manager, she forgot her line. Thursday, November 7th, 2019. This is Season 2, Episode 21. We are a knitcast coming to you from Armstrong in the North Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada, following my adventures as a newer knitter and our ongoing yarn and knitting addiction. And my voice is all low and gravelly in the morning. We're filming earlier than we normally do.
It's morning, you can tell, because we both have coffee. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know it's usually water.
Yeah.
I have a spot on my glasses that's going to drive me. It's amazing what the light lights up.
Absolutely.
So Mike just asked before we started, he said, so do we like this shot? And I said, it looks like us.
And it looks like us. Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
Well, do we want the camera to be closer? Anyway, the skies above Armstrong. Today is a foggy day.
Oh, is it? You were out driving, so
yeah,
you know these
things. It was fog from Vernon to here.
Wow.
So
yeah, it's a little gray. The weather's doing a little temperature. Oh, hello, Jude's here. A little temperature roller coaster. I think we just start to no, you don't get my coffee. You are such a brat. We need to give Jude a credit, I think, at the beginning.
I think we need to give Jude a credit. This is Jude.
We'll do, I'm Sue, I'm Mike, this is Jude. And then she'll never show up again.
Right? Yeah.
Because we love it. When Jude comes and scratches me and bites me and stuff. And
bumps all these things over. And
she's so helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Onwards. Onwards. So, just because it's ongoing, we'll get it out of the way. My arm, wrist problems, issues, I thought they were getting a whole lot better. Yesterday, really, they got a whole lot worse again.
Oh, no.
Almost like back to square one. I'm not wearing my wrist protector thingy because I'm going to acupuncture as soon as we finish here.
Okay.
And I just wanted my arm to be not have been constrained in any way.
Limber.
Yeah. So actually, like right now, it's actually not too bad. So,
okay.
Best hopes and wishes, but no, I was doing somebody's nails.
Yeah.
And I moved and I went, ow!
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So that's happened again.
Yeah.
But something I just thought I would mention, because people are always like, what do you do about those kinds of things? I've been using Pain Be Gone. Pain Be Gone from Back to Earth. It's a local company here that does, what's the word I want? Earth-friendly things.
Okay.
And I really like it. It's a muscle rub with arnica. This is available at our local yarn shop, Twisted Pearl. But it's got good things like aloe and grapeseed. Grapeseed. Get out of my coffee. You are such a brat. Okay, there we go. Jude's holding down my tablet now. Eucalyptus, wintergreen, camphor. I really love the smell of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you do or not. Some people would say that it smells it's
kind of minty.
Yeah, some people, because of the camphor, some people would say it smells kind of medical-ish.
No, it's just minty to me.
Okay. So anyway, I like the smell of it, and oh well, maybe that's why I'm feeling a bit better right now, because I did slather a bunch on just a little while ago. So I just thought I would mention that. Pain be gone, back to earth, muscle rub. It's local here.
Yep.
And that happened.
That happened.
That happened.
That
Okay.
happened.
So
This week.
I went to my knit night at Twisted Pearl.
Okay.
And I walked in,
Yep.
and I was just walking towards the back of the store to sit down and knit. I really, really try to have blinders when I go in, because every time I walk into that store, it's like, oh, if I got that yarn, I could do this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But.
Oh, and there's that great kit there that, anyway.
But.
So I'm walking to the back of the store, and right above the seat that I had chosen that I was going to sit in, which is not necessarily my usual seat.
Uh-huh.
Just right there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this yarn, and it's new to the store.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, what is this magic?
Yes.
So it was Louisa Harding's.
Okay.
Anna, I got it here. And Amatola yarn. And what I saw, there were like two colorways. There was this amazing ball of fluff, which looked like mohair, but not the lace weight mohair, not the fine silk mohair.
Okay.
And then underneath it was this gorgeous lush, and they're a variegated. Well, here I'll show you. They're variegated, like kind of self-striping yarn. Whoop, there's our light. There we go. And I mean, can you see the fluff?
That's a lot. That's very fluffy.
On that. And so like this, the ball's about this big.
Okay.
Right? Like it's a really good sized ball.
Okay.
And so there was this ball of fluff, and then underneath something about a worsted weight.
Okay.
And then right beside it, like a DK weight.
Okay.
All in the same colorways.
Okay.
And the one that was there was this beautiful, they were camel tones. So it wasn't like the bright colors.
Okay.
And I went over and I was like, what is this? And of course, I haven't even put my bag down or anything, right? And I grabbed the mohair one, and I'm like, oh my God. And I immediately hold it up here, because mohair often makes me itchy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I can totally handle that. And then I grabbed the next one, and I'm checking out the content.
Yeah.
It's merino silk.
Okay.
Oh, to die for. And I'm having like this moment with this yarn. Like, I haven't even said hello to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And so Kathleen, the store owner, comes over. She's like, oh my God, like, so there's more. Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
And right beside it was a blue-green variation of the same yarn. And then she said, look at what I'm doing. And she held up, and she just started casting on with this mohair. So the mohair is like a sport weight, DK weight.
Okay.
And she just started casting on this project. And she says, you got to see this, because it's just and I had this already, and when I went to open up my my tablet, look, that's exactly what I want to do. Anyway, when I went to open up my tablet, it was
gone.
It was gone, and I had to go back, and now I don't know if I'll find it again. But shoot, there was this beautiful, anyway, cast on a tube.
Okay.
So you cast on a tube, and you go down a bit, and then you split for some armholes, and then you join it up again into a tube, and you keep going. That's all there is to it. It turns into this super cool, like, sweater vest thing.
Okay.
So if you can imagine, you pull on the tube and you stick your arms out through the holes.
Okay.
So you end up with this big sort of nice cowl.
Okay.
And then it's fairly form-fitting, so I probably wouldn't wear it.
Okay.
But it's so cute. And I honestly, I had the picture here all ready to show you. But knitting that in a DK, and then it was on a fairly large needle.
Okay.
So it would go really, really fast. And then if you don't want to have it as a sweater, you just don't put your arms through the holes, and you've got this nice fuzzy cowl.
Okay.
Oh, it was so nice. And I'm going to keep trying to find it and try to keep talking at the same time. Because,
Okay.
but look at the fuzz on that.
Very fuzzy. Lots
So
of fuzz for
anyway,
your
so
butt.
I was hyperventilating. I was literally hyperventilating. And then when Kathleen showed me this other project, it was in a completely different colorway.
Yeah.
Totally different colorway. So I'm like, you're holding out on me.
Yeah.
Like, where is the rest of this yarn?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so she took me to another section of the store where she had a whole bunch more. And yeah, just, there's nothing else after this picture. Really, anyway, so that's my little story about, I was hyperventilating in the store. So what I wanted, I saw, so years ago, when I really first got back into knitting, this was one of the first things that I knit. It's a poncho.
It's a poncho.
There's not a lot to it. There's a little sort of faux cable down the front. You can see it's very pilled because it's very well warmed. It's got some shoulder cable for a bit of shoulder shaping.
Yep.
This is supposed to be, of course, rolled over and sewn down and made nice. There's a little bit of cable around the bottom, and then I put fringe on it because I'm weird.
Because fringe.
Because fringe. Anyway, this is literally my winter coat.
Yep.
And I love this. And people are forever saying, will you make me one just like it? I want those colors. I want everything. And I looked at this yarn and I was like, this is the perfect yarn to knit another one.
Right.
Not for someone else. For me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this pattern is, and I looked out, I got the pattern. This is from Barocco. It's a poncho. It's called Hugo.
Yep.
This is not a very good picture of it.
Yep.
And so I looked at it because I wanted to see if it had the yardage.
Yep.
It doesn't. It has, you need this many skeins of, oh, it's drops pattern. Pardon me, not, oh, my yarn I think was Barocco.
But it's a drops pattern.
It's a drops pattern. And it just says how many skeins. So I'm going to have to look and see what yardage was in those skeins.
Okay.
Anyway, so I sat down, I was like, okay. I thought I'd have a little read of the pattern just to see if it, I don't know, give me any insight into anything. I don't understand the pattern. For the record, I've already knit it.
She's already knit the pattern, and you don't understand the pattern.
I don't understand the pattern. Obviously, I figured it out before. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny, too. I've already knit it.
Just can't.
Don't understand.
Don't know what you did.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
my Lord. So, I understand you had some fun.
Yes. So, yeah, I was working. I finished knitting Ursa sometime last week, which meant that it was time to block Ursa. Except I'm house sitting right now, so I was blocking it at this person's house. Now, this person, they live in a basement suite, but they have a great big, like, southeast facing floor to ceiling window.
Ooh, nice.
So that would be the perfect place to put something to block, because it gets like direct sunlight until 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Just for the record, direct sunlight isn't necessarily great because it fades your yarn and it can actually be damaging to yarn. But
Point is, I thought that would be the best place to put it to block, especially because there's not really any other surface space in that apartment. The thing that I didn't account for is Magic the cat.
the cat.
Yes. Magic, I've said it many times, Magic suffers from bored cat syndrome. Has no concept of places that she can't go within this apartment. Mm-hmm. And very much wanted to play with the great big thing, soft thing that I put on the floor. or even on a table. She
Right.
wanted to play with it.
Of course
So
she did.
that was great. She actually ended up, yes.
Sorry. The yarn that I was like drooling over is called Louisa Harding Amatola
Okay.
yarn.
Okay. And so the cat actually ended up pulling a couple stitches in Ursa. Yeah.
Oh.
But it's okay. I was kind of able to, stretch and pull them back into place.
You can pull them back.
Yeah. But that meant now that the best place for me to block this was in the bathroom. Close the door, put the fan on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a little annoying because I gave it the old college try on leaving it there and hoping that the cat would eventually leave it alone, but no. She just pulled it into all sorts of different shapes and.
Well, okay. Be glad though.
Hmm?
I'm giving you a Pollyanna moment.
Okay.
Be glad. I was watching the Chelsea Pearls podcast this morning.
Okay.
And Miriam was blocking her Rhinebeck sweater.
Okay.
So if you don't know, that's like, you knit this sweater specifically for the purpose of wearing it Rhinebeck.
Okay.
And so she's blocking. It was a week before the event.
Okay.
And she was they recorded their podcast. She went home.
Yeah.
I guess she must have put it on her bed or something.
Okay.
And it was like, yeah, I'll get to that. I'm gonna block it.
Yeah.
And she goes and she's doing other things, and she comes back into her room.
Yeah.
And the sweater's not there. And then she sees it in her dog's bed.
Oh no. Okay.
I kind of was like, okay. So she picks it up, and the dog had chewed out a hole.
Oh
this
no.
bit, like chewed out, gone, hole in the sweater.
Oh no.
So she said there were lots of choice words used and suggestions made to the dog about perhaps living and staying outside forever and never, but no, the dog is still happily who the dog is.
Yeah.
And anyway, so she said, thank God it was knit in pieces.
Mm.
So she was able to detach the front bit that she'd sewn on and get another skein of yarn and re-knit that piece. And but because if it had been knit in the round, it's done. Yeah. Right? But because she was able to take that piece off, well, actually, I say that, but it would have been fixable. But that's only for somebody who's insane like me.
Yes.
Anyway. So be glad.
Yes, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Yeah.
Also, just she made it very dirty. So
that happens too.
But it can be washed.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Cool. Well, good for you. So we're looking forward to seeing that.
Yes.
What's the word? Something alert.
Faux alert?
No, when you say spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. That was me trying to be cool.
Hip with the youth.
Hip with the youth. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, following up a little bit on last week, I got some really good comments about Name That Whip. Yeah. They thought you did great.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And they thought that was pretty fun. That's good. But to bring you up to date, so I had 9 whips last week. I am now down to 8. That doesn't mean there's a faux. It means I frogged those socks. Yeah. That's what that means. I frogged the socks. So they're gone. I'm down to 8 whips. Also from last week, the Allison Barnes yarn that I completely blanked on. Yeah. It's called Struggle and Strength.
Struggle and Strength.
So it's her mental health awareness.
Yep.
Struggle and Strength line was what I was using for my temperature scarf.
Yes.
So
thank you, Allison, for correcting us.
Thank you, Allison, for that. It was actually quite funny because Mike was home for 10 minutes or something, and I was just sitting in the living room. We weren't talking. Nothing going on. I came across Allison's comment and I just said out loud, struggle and strength. And Mike's like, oh yeah, I knew exactly what I was talking about. So anyway, there was that.
Yeah.
But we check in with the Halloween candy favorites.
Yes.
Yeah. Just to let you. So I said my favorite were the O. Henrys and the little ones.
Yes.
Like I love them. Okay. I think O. Henry is a great chocolate bar.
Okay.
In its regular size. I'm being really careful with what I say here.
Yeah.
But the little treat size one is like the perfect combination ratio, like the caramel or whatever it is and the peanuts and the chocolate. Like it's the perfect combination. So that was mine. Yours was
I said Mars bars.
Mars bars. You would prefer Skittles, but they don't usually turn up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vicky happened to agree with me.
On the O. Henrys, yeah.
Vicky's my O. Henry pal. I'll have to get some so we can share them at midnight.
Yeah.
We'll hide them.
Yeah.
Vicky knit an awesome hat. She knit the Cozy Up Trio hat.
Okay.
From the Cozy Up Knits.
Okay.
And anyway, it's gorgeous.
Okay.
It's in some nice sort of lighter, like pink tone. It's very pretty.
Okay.
It's very, very pretty.
Okay.
Love your hat, Vicky. Okay. Carrie is a favoriter of Tootsie Rolls.
And I completely blanked on Tootsie Rolls, but it's absolutely Tootsie Rolls is my favorite.
Yeah.
I just completely blanked on those.
Kim, I blanked on Rockets.
Rockets, yes.
Yes. Sorry, O. Henrys are still my favorite. But Rockets.
Rockets.
They're right up there.
Which Americans would know as Smarties.
Smarties.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, in Canada they're Rockets because you could just Okay, Alice Reese Cups, thank you very much.
Cups, yeah.
Reese Cups, gosh, really there'd probably be a little bit of a competition with O. Henry there with the Reese Cups.
You like those peanut chocolates?
Yes. And Allison, Kit Kats.
Kit Kats, yeah.
Yes, they're like. Okay, so I don't know. As a kid, I would I'm talking about Halloween candy again.
Yep.
I'd sort my Halloween candy. Like,
yeah.
So kind of, like, there's the O. Henrys, there's, I think, probably Kit Kats, the peanut butter cups, and the O. Henrys would have, and Coffee Crisp.
Coffee Crisp, yeah.
Oh, crap. Anyway, those would have been my top favorites.
Yeah. I would just kind of reach into the bag and pull something out and eat it.
I'd try that, but then it'd be like, I want an O. Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks guys for letting us know what your favorite Halloween candy was. Nobody, I don't think anybody said they were a fan of the nasty
the dark toffee.
Black.
Yeah. I think one person agreed that it was not good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Don't like them. So, yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
So, foes.
We're going to skip over Yarnquisitions?
Yarnquisitions.
This has been Yarnquisitions.
There's a reason I skipped over.
Thank you for... Yes. I realized as soon as I said it.
So, spoiler alert, Yarnquisitions. None.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Foes.
Da-dun.
Oh, come on.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Da-da! Wait, up. Just gotta weave in some ends. No, it's still backwards. There we go. Just gotta weave in the ends, and she'll be all done.
It's lovely.
Yep, and there's a little bit of the dirty that I talked about.
I did Robin's nails this week.
Yep, and yeah, there's the stitch that was pulled.
You know what? And it'll block out.
Yeah, well, it's not it. I blocked it already.
Robin is absolutely thrilled.
Yes. I know.
with this, and she's so looking forward to getting her hands on it and styling it. And so we'll have some pictures of Robin styling Ursa. So this is Ursa
by Jacqueline Cieslik.
Cieslik, knit in
Cascade Yarns. It's 100% wool. It's one of those great big skeins of Cascade Yarns.
the Cascade Eco.
Eco, yes. So if you're wondering, how many of those skeins do I need? This was 1.5 of those skeins. So...
No.
Yes.
No, you had the one skein and you broke it down into 2 balls.
Yes, so that was one.
Oh, and then you used some more. Okay.
I used a third ball.
Okay.
Which from another skein. So this is, 1.5 of those great big skeins of Cascade Eco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, do you remember which size you made?
It's divided into like 3 and then 3. So the middle 3, the right side. However you want to say that.
Okay, I'll look that up.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my faux.
Oh, okay. I'll look that up.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm looking at it. There's a little bit of finishing to be done around. I did it. Finishing around the neck. I'm just looking at the back, and I'm realizing I probably should have done one more stitch on the back, but. Jude. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, just gotta weave in all of these edges. Hi, Jude.
I'm pretty sure it was the same size that I did.
Yes, it was the same size that you did. We established that.
So let me go to my project.
I can't remember how to establish size
and there's
crop top sweater.
And so I did size 54.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So yeah, Ursa, Jacqueline Cieslik, Cascade Yarns Ecological Wool.
Yep. 100% wool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
It was a good one. I would consider doing that again.
Yeah.
With the benefit of hindsight and.
Yeah.
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 We know I'm good. Oh, that yarn would be good for that too. I have to get that Louisa Harding yarn. I just have to figure out what I'm going to knit with it.
Yeah, you have to pick one thing.
Well, I just need to know how much I need to get.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it
That's it for foes.
Okay.
It's time for whips.
Whips. Okay, why don't I start?
Why don't you start?
So, whips.
When you're not knitting.
When I'm not knitting. So, I went back to because I was like, okay, after pulling out all those whips last week.
Yep.
I said, I'm going to pull out the ones that I can just like knock off.
Yep.
Excuse me, and get them out of the way. So this is my twined knitting hat that we did with Arna and Carlos. You'll notice it's not a faux because I didn't just knock it off like that. But I did get a few more row. Oh, that's the wrong side. Looking at it going, why doesn't it look like anything interesting? The inside is the outside.
The outside is the inside.
So I got a few more rows in so you can see a little bit better the way it goes back and forth.
Yep.
There for the twined knitting. I like the inside look too. Like, I might just keep knitting it, not even worrying about the twined knitting part. And because I just like the checkerboard effect.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you can wear it either way around.
Yep.
So, anyway, so why didn't I finish this?
Why didn't you finish this?
Is because this will come as a surprise to everyone. I started getting a lot of pain in my hand again, and I think I've determined that it's needle size.
Oh, okay.
So, again, this one's going to go back in the cupboard, along with, because that would be the same thing for, oh man, and look at the difference in tension.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to go back in the cupboard along with the Ranchland shawl because it is also on larger needles.
Mm-hmm.
Until such time as I am pain-free. And then I might do them in small doses.
Okay.
Or I'll get you to finish. You could finish this.
If you teach me how to twine to knit, yes. It's super simple?
It's beyond super simple.
Okay.
It's like easier than knitting.
Okay.
So, that's that. How about you?
I have...
Sorry. That was done with Rowan Cocoon yarn. Really soft. Some people find it itchy. Just saying. So it's got mohair in it.
Because I finished Ursa, I decided I would bear down and try to finish these here socks using the yarn that Robin got me for Valentine's Day, which is Queensland Perth Collection Rainbow Reef colorway. And for those of you who don't remember, these are the same ball of yarn.
Yeah.
Just one's halfway through and one of them is not. I'm not sure, so I put the progress... Once I picked these up again, I placed the progress keepers. I'm not sure if that's where I was last time you saw these, but... so yeah, a couple rows in there.
At this point, they'll probably get finished pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
But again, just... especially now that I'm looking at it in the camera. Same ball of yarn.
Yeah. They look like two completely different.
Yeah.
But that's the neat thing with some of these self-striping variegated yarns. That's the type of yarn that, for those of you who are familiar with Andrea Mowry's Shift cowls and things, that's the type of yarn that would work really well in something like that.
Okay. Yeah, Queensland Collection Perth, Rainbow Reef, sock weight. Actually, I think it's a little lighter than sock weight. Anyway,
it's a very light. There is that. You'd want to hold that double.
2-ply. I can't remember what that means. What?
It's two strands that
are twisted together, and that's why one of them looks so mottled. Is because it's two colors twisted together, and sometimes they match up.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't.
In which case you get the one sock, and sometimes they don't. It's when you get the other sock.
Okay, and
what again.
I have been continuing, against better judgment, because I'm not knitting.
Yes, you're not knitting.
I have continued to knit on my Novelli.
Oh, that speckled yarn is getting a good fleece stitch.
Isn't it? Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody actually thought that I had been doing that on purpose.
Nope.
And I'm like, no, that just happened. So it's fun. And here's a really good, people ask or have said when doing swatches, like, what difference does it make if you're knitting in the round? Why do you have to do your swatch in the round and stuff? And so I split for the sleeves now.
Yeah.
So there's my
your split.
My split.
Yep.
There. And is my marker?
Which marker?
My progress. Oh, okay, so that's the knitting I've got done since last week.
Okay. When you're not knitting.
When I'm not knitting. So that's in about 3 inches.
Yep.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, if you look here, so since I switched from going in the round to going back and forth, do you see the difference in the stitches?
A little bit. It's hang on it. So it would be around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the difference there.
So
interesting.
Your tension completely changes.
Yeah, because I guess on one row you're knitting and on the next you're purling.
The next you're purling. You're going back and forth.
And that would
now
give you different types of tension.
Yeah. The other thing I did is I stopped doing my helical knitting. So my opportunity to show you how that works has come and gone. Sorry.
Helical.
I forgot to do it last week, which would have been the prime time to do that. So now I'm not alternating. I decided I wasn't going to bother alternating yarns anymore. So I'm just doing one yarn on the front, one yarn on the back. And again, I am astounded. Like you really can't see a difference in the yarn.
Okay.
Like there should be. These yarns they couldn't have been dyed. They are definitely not dyed at the same time.
Right.
possibly months apart.
Right, you picked up one yarn and then months later you picked up another.
Like almost a year later, I
Yes.
picked up another.
Yes.
And, I mean, you wouldn't expect, even from the same dye batch, you wouldn't expect them to be perfectly matched.
No, but these are...
in hand-dyed yarn.
If I'd completely forgotten that
Yeah.
you'd got those two yarns separately.
Yeah.
That
So,
was Midnight Cravings,
Midnight
right?
Cravings.
Yeah.
So Midnight Cravings, Tapas Bar is the speckle, and Kelp Forest and Velvet Plum is the purple.
Kelp Forest is the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am over the moon with how this is coming out, which is why I'm not
This
knitting
is why
it.
you're not knitting on it.
So yeah, needless to say, I'm knitting, you know, very little.
Yeah.
I have started working on writing the pattern for my Stroll in the Orchard sweater,
Ooh.
which I've decided, because the first time I did it, I was literally just, yeah, I think I'll do this now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll try this. Oh, I'll try that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm actually going to have to
Redo it.
order the yarn again.
And knit it.
And, so that was also done with Midnight Cravings with their BC Orchard collection.
Yeah. Package.
I should have had it here since I'm talking about it, but
Oh,
whatever.
well. Isn't it hanging up somewhere?
No, it's not.
No?
It's in the
Okay.
other room because
Because it's in the other room. Oh, because you're working on it.
I'm working
yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Alrighty. And what's this apparatus you have here?
This is my other whip
Because you're not knitting.
because I'm not
And
knitting.
this time she's not knitting. She's weaving.
I decided I would try and see if weaving would work.
Be a creative
And
outlet.
you know what?
Yeah.
You still use your left hand when you weave. Well, that may be super obvious to many. Apparently, I wasn't in obvious land when I started this. So this is made with Sweet Georgia, Party of 5. They've done, what happened there? Oh. They've done some beautiful, oh, I see. Sorry, it just pulled across here. They've done some beautiful gradient yarns in their Party of 5s, and I picked this up at Knit City.
Ooh.
And so the color, oh, you can see it kind of on the, see, I couldn't make out the blocking with my naked eye. Okay, my weaving sucks.
That's okay, you're a beginner.
Live with it. But I was trying to get kind of some color blocking, because if you see my warp threads
Are all
the colors.
Yeah.
And then my weft, I'm following the same color scheme. So you can kind of see like this one
Yep.
is the two purples.
Yep.
And then, or the whatever you call fuchsia.
Yep.
Go. And then this one is these two dark purples. These are the two greeny teals.
Yep.
These are the two dark
Yep.
blues. Anyway, so yeah, I am, now that I see this on here, I'm even more happy with it.
Yeah.
I cannot for the life of me get my edges straight.
Oh well.
But, you know,
You're
whatever.
learning.
Whatever. I haven't done a lot of weaving. It's something I'm interested in, and
Yep.
this is really hurting my arm holding this like this. And anyway, so that's my attempt at not knitting and still being able to do something creative, and it doesn't work. But I'm still doing it because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And if I remember correctly,
Huh?
that is the Sweet Sock base from Sweet Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet socks.
Sweet Sock from Sweet Georgia.
Yeah.
So I think it's a merino nylon.
Okay.
And this is the Ashford Samplet loom.
Yes.
And the way it's made, I'll just yes.
No, sorry, I was gonna go.
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 Go Sue. Go Sue. Anyway, see, it's got these little notches here.
Yep.
So the idea is that you can sit at a table and you put the little notches on the table.
Yep, and then you have it in your
And
lap.
you knit.
And, yeah.
I don't do that because I
No.
don't sit in front of a table, so it just sits on my lap.
Yep.
And it, it works.
Yep.
Just try not to look at my weaving.
I think it's great.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay.
It's got the...
And when...
It's got a hand-weaved quality. So.
Definitely. Thank you. Way to find the silver lining.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so, Mike. Okay, Mike.
Hi.
What do you bring to the table?
I bring to the table my one treat for myself this month.
Oh.
The one game that I purchased.
Okay, and then I need to... Okay, carry on.
Okay. I may have mentioned this previously, but now I actually own it and have it in my hands. The game is called Betrayal Legacy.
Ooh.
Designed by Rob Davio. So Betrayal Legacy re-implements the game Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is
Yeah, I was wondering.
which is one of my favorites. Betrayal Legacy brings the legacy mechanic to Betrayal at House on the Hill. The legacy mechanic being the decisions you make in one game will affect your games going forward. So, the decisions and events of a game will affect your future gameplays.
Right.
So yeah, Betrayal Legacy is Betrayal at House on the Hill, and your decisions matter.
Right.
In Betrayal Legacy, you're playing as families over the course of a campaign in the game. So that as you're in each game, you're playing a descendant of a previous member of the family who you played in a previous game. The game is it starts in like 1666 and goes all the way up to 2004. Over the course of 13 games is the campaign in this.
Okay, so you go through 13 games, and
Yeah.
the decisions that you make in game one are going to affect what happens in game
carry,
two.
carry forward
Cool.
and yeah. One thing that makes Betrayal Legacy particularly great among the Legacy genre, one of the common complaints of the Legacy genre game is once... Oh,
it's
you
okay.
It's a heavy box than you're expecting.
Well, and I was trying to hold it like a normal person.
One of the complaints of the Legacy genre is once you complete the campaign, you have a very nice paperweight.
Yeah.
Not so with Betrayal Legacy. Once you finish that campaign, you can continue to play it as you would play Betrayal at House on the Hill. Yeah.
No, I was like...
Oh. You can continue to play it as you would play Betrayal at House on the Hill, but now you have a fully personalized version of the game.
Cool.
And so I'm looking to get a couple people together to actually play through the campaign and hopefully have some consistency among the people, but you don't need to have consistency. It's Betrayal Legacy is for between 3 to 5 players, and each session takes about 75 minutes to play.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
couldn't-
My mind's a going.
I couldn't resist. I had to open up the box and do some of the pre-game prep and read through the rule book.
Really?
And, yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. read through the rule book just to make sure that it's similar to Betrayal at House on the Hill. It's already made several improvements on Betrayal at House on the Hill, even just the base game. So, yeah.
So, in our game segment,
Yes.
I'm bringing a game because I need you to find this game or figure it out. I'm not sure if it's still a Kickstarter, if it was a Kickstarter.
Knitting the card game.
Knitting the card game.
Okay. 2 to 4 players, ages 10 plus, about 30 minutes to play. Okay.
So, yeah, Knitting the card game. This came up on... Ow! Damn it. Sorry. This came up on my... and that's how my arm hurts. Oh, look, things you don't want to know. Anyway, it came up on my Instagram feed.
Okay.
And apparently, it's a pretty good game. There was the lady, or I saw yesterday, again, someone posted a thing on my, that I scrolled past, like with the whole family playing it, and they were like, let's do that again.
Okay.
So, you know, when the kids want to replay it, it's probably a pretty good game.
Yeah.
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 So, I need your help to find out how we can get that, or if we need to do
I will
Kickstarter
figure
thing
that out.
or whatever.
I'll figure that out, yeah.
Woohoo! 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 Okay, and in our events section, just something else that's come up is Yarn Okanagan.
Woohoo!
Will be June 6th, 2020, and they are currently getting their vendor applications stuff done. So if you are a vendor, or you know someone who is a vendor who might want to know that event is coming, Google Yarn Okanagan. I want to say it's, I'm not going to say. I know, I can't remember which yarn store it is that sort of runs it, but
Isn't it one in Kelowna?
it is, but
Okay.
I can't remember. There's a couple, and if I get it wrong, I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so. And if not, if you're around the Okanagan area, be sure to book off June 6th, 2020 for Yarn Okanagan. Yeah, and I think that's our.
That's it?
I think so.
I think that's it.
Oh, you know, we'll stop and go. Oh, I meant to.
Yeah. Oh,
But
well.
we do our best.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube. Really helps us out grow our audience and reach more people, so we can hopefully.
And we've had some new subscribers.
Yes, hi guys and gals and non-binary pals. Join us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Close Knit Family Knitcast. Join us on Ravelry, all the information for that will be on the end card and in the description. And as always, keep your knitting close and your family closer. Bye.